Hey there, Fletcher from All Things Overlanding here, and on this week's episode of the podcast, I wanted to touch really briefly on a new event that is coming to Kentucky. Now, I wanted to kind of drop this on the podcast because I know a lot of you guys listen on the podcast but may not necessarily follow on YouTube, and vice versa. If you're watching on YouTube but don't listen on the podcast, I just wanted to get this out to the full audience because I'm super excited about this event, and that event is called the Overland Adventure Summit. I'm going to put a link in the description down below. I've got a little coupon code that'll save you a few bucks if you want to buy tickets and come check that out. But again, on this episode, I'm just going to really quickly sort of walk you through what this event is and why I think this is so important for overlanding expos in general, and especially us folks that are kind of on the East Coast or in the Midwest. So if you want to hear more about the Overland Adventure Summit and why I think it's so cool and why I'd love to see you there, stay tuned.
When I let you go, let's just pull you closer. I can't understand where it came from, but you got it, I got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you gave to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, so as I mentioned in the intro, today I'm talking about a brand new event that is coming to Kentucky for the first time ever in June 2024. Like I said, there will be a link in the description down below, so if you want to check it out, learn more, get your tickets, whatever, click through that link and check it out. Make sure to use that coupon code so that it saves you a few bucks on your tickets or whatever you want to buy. You can get shirts, they've got raffle items, and it sounds like they're going to have some really cool stuff. So definitely check that out in the description down below. But so what is the Overland Adventure Summit, right? It is an overlanding event that's going to have a bunch of training. It's going to have a bunch of classes. They've actually got a dedicated team of folks coming in to sort of instruct and teach off-roading classes and just kind of checking all that out and learning how to drive. So again, especially if you're newer and you're in the Midwest, this would be a great event to kind of go to as a starter event. So like most overland expos, of course, it's going to have, YouTubers there. It's going to have people like Revere Overland. He's one of the guys behind it. So he's a huge YouTuber with a ton of awesome videos, and he's based in Kentucky. So it makes a ton of sense for him to be backing this event. And so he has helped them put this thing together. And that, for one thing, has me really excited because I know Rob really well. And if he's behind it, then that interests me as well. The fact that there's going to be a ton of awesome vendors there, that it's going to be in beautiful Kentucky, which if you haven't really been to Kentucky, or if you are not from the Midwest and you're traveling in, Kentucky is gorgeous, right? Like there are a ton of awesome trails. That's one of the things I wanted to point out was proximity to the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. And actually, if you haven't heard of that, that is a trail system that they've sort of built up in Kentucky. And these guys, a lot of these guys that are putting on this event have been big supporters of that for a really long time. I go down there all the time. It's awesome. The trails are so fun. There's a ton of awesome campgrounds down there and just neat stuff to explore. And again, we don't have anything or very much like that in the Midwest. There's just nothing really close to me that has wheeling like they do in Kentucky. So the proximity to the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway, the fact that this event supports that, that's super exciting to me. As I mentioned a little bit ago, Rob from Revere Overland being involved is exciting. His buddies, Clay and Wes, who run SHW off-road, they make these amazing drawer systems, super high quality stuff, customized for everything from, Frontiers to Tundras to just all kinds of different trucks and SUVs. They're super high quality. He's involved. And then Clay who's in charge of Commonwealth 4x4. They do outfitting and things like that. Tons of awesome rigs have been built out of that shop. And they also sell a ton of overlanding gear. So again, just trying to support the overlanding industry and community as a whole, especially in the Midwest or on the East Coast. There's just not much out here for us, right? So I love that these guys are, brave enough to sort of take the dive and jump in headfirst to planning this event, because I know these things are a ton of work. Like, I've thought a few times of should I try and put something like this together? And every time I'm like, I don't know anything about insurance. I don't know anything about liability and hosting and food and logistics and just all the planning stuff. So while I am not brave enough to do that stuff, these guys are, and I'm super proud of them for doing it. And I'm excited to come down and support them and hang out at this event. So again, if you haven't heard of it, it is the first week of June. It's going to be like the 6th through the 9th. So come down and hang out. I'm actually going to have a booth. I'm going to be like a vendor. I'm going to have patches and stickers for sale at a discount. So even cheaper than are on my website, which there's a link in the description down below. If you can't make it and you want to buy some, check those out. But I will have a booth there, and I'm going to have the truck all set up, and I'm going to be hanging out and talking to people. So if you are near and you haven't heard of this, definitely click through that link down below and get your tickets and come hang out, because I'd love to see it. So again, to kind of recap, the proximity to the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway is super exciting. The fact that it's in the Midwest and it's a new thing for us in the Midwest that I hope will grow and grow and grow every year and become a big event. That's super exciting. And then the people that are running it, of course, great people, super fun to hang out with. And they've done a ton of stuff, from building YouTube channels to building companies of their own. So again, I hope that this event becomes a big one. And I'd love to see all you guys out there. So again, I'm going to kind of wrap it up there. I just wanted to make a really quick one to kind of get the word out about this event, because I even posted about it like a week ago, and I've seen a couple of other people are like, I wish I knew about this sooner, because they just hadn't heard about it. So June 6th through 9th, come hang out, come see me in my booth. I'd love to see you there. You'll see the truck all set up. Yeah, I'll have a buddy with a black Tacoma in the booth with me probably too. So, we'll have a couple trucks all set up there, and we'd love to see you. And more importantly, support this event so that it becomes bigger and will come back year after year. So that'll do it for this episode of the podcast. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're not already subscribed on YouTube, make sure to click that subscribe button below. Click the bell to be notified when new videos drop. I do a couple of videos every week, from gear type stuff to do-it-yourself modifications to Nissan content to general overlanding and newbie overlanding stuff. So if you're newer to overlanding especially, I'd love to have you. But even if you've been doing it for a while, I hope that this stuff is still entertaining, kind of makes you think, and keeps you engaged with overlanding. So definitely click that subscribe button on YouTube, or if you're on the podcast, add it to your favorites. Leave a 5-star review if you enjoy it. That helps a ton. It tells other people that this is a good podcast, and I appreciate it. Also, in the description down below will be links to all of my social channels. So wherever you want to come join the conversation, I'd love to have you. Below that, there is a join button on YouTube, kind of a new thing. If you click on that, it's kind of a passive way to support the channel. You get early access to the videos, you get a couple other perks and things like that. But if you just kind of want to say, hey, thanks for creating this content and support the channel, that's just an easy way to do it. Or there's a link to my Patreon group, where we've actually got a 24/7 Discord. We all kind of chat 24/7. We do a once a month Zoom call that's a ton of fun, and we're doing a couple trips every year. So if that sounds good to you, definitely check that out. And then last but not least, there's the Newbie Overlanders Facebook group, which is another amazing resource, hopefully, for all of you newbies or the more experienced people that are just tired of the big groups where everybody's super negative. If you want to support newer overlanders, or if you are a newer overlander, that would be a great place to hang out. So check out that. There's a link in the description down below. Again, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.